So today we're doing symmetrical grid drawing once again. So I pulled out the mirror just so you can kind of see how this is going to be. It's a little bit hard here with the mirror and tilting it. And then what you're going to do is do whatever is here, but it's getting flipped over. So remember, use pencil, have an eraser with you. If you want some post-it notes to help block sections off, that's fine. I'm just going to be using an ink pen so it shows up easier for you. So before we talked about numbering our placements of our lines or our grid squares, so that is what I would also do on this, just so you have the correct placement of everything. But remember, when we start with 1 here, we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'll just go out to 8. I'm also going to then number this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could number on the top up here the same that I did down here. And this just helps if I have like a longer picture. That way I'm not always looking at the bottom for the numbers. So this would be going the opposite way with 1 starting here. So think of it as negative numbers. And then 8 that way. But when we do this, we'll just start with 1 here and go up the same on both sides. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this I still do myself on a lot of things just so I can have the correct placements and not get thrown off. One other thing that you may find very helpful is using post-it notes when it is a more detailed picture also. And then, like we've been doing on the other packets, is using the dots so you know where to connect lines. So let's get started with the grid drawing part here. So this is going over 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3 and make my dot so I know how to connect it. And what I'm going to do is do the whole outside shape first. So I'm just going to go the 3 that it said. Then it has a long vertical line, and it looks, and I did not number right. That would be a 12 right there. I had 2 11s. So I'm going to go all the way up here to where it's number 15 and draw out to the 6 part. And then down, and then it's over 1, 2, 3, which is lining up to here. And then I go straight down. So we can see this made the letter T, but we need to put all of the designs in the inside part of it still. And it's your choice if you want to start at the bottom, the top, it's up to you. If you want to use the post-it notes to help cover sections up. And I don't put it straight on the edge of the line. I leave just a little bit of the space so I know what I'm going to be seeing. So this is over just 1, so I'm going to make my dot. Now I'm going to see where this one is because it's a diagonal line, but I need to know where it goes. And it actually ends up right here on the edge of the letter. So now I can see also that it intersects in this point. So when the teacher is grading it, I will be wanting to make sure that I'm getting it correct by going through the intersection of the grid. Then what I would do is the next set of lines. So it's over 1 square again. And then it starts going up, but I'll have to remember to look when I lift the piece of paper, where does it finish going. Then from that, I have another diagonal line. So from this point to this point, I need to figure where they go. So it's the 1, 2, which is right here, and between the 2, 3, between the 2, 3, and then go with that diagonal line. So remember, it's flipping everything over as I'm drawing it. Then let's say just lift it up here, because I could see this line goes to the rest of this space and creates a rectangle shape. So I'm just going to set my paper up here, flip this way. This way the sticky side's closer. So I already started drawing this. I just need to finish it, and it looks like it's going to be in this point. So I'm just going to make the dot so I can connect the lines here. Then I had drew this, and now instead of going outwards, like what this line is, remember I need to go inwards towards the center because we're mirroring this and making it symmetrical. So now I have that diamond shaped. Now I'm going to look at where this is. So it's between the 3, 4. So there's 3, 4, but it's right there between the 2, 3 and 2, 3. So I need to make a line right there. And then this line connects to the one we already had here. So I'm making this diagonal line right here. Now, where does this one connect? Between the 4, 5, there's the 4, 5, and it's on this outside edge that I have drawn already, and connect it to be our diagonal there. And then I will just continue working my way up. So from here, I want this point, which is between the 5 and 6, and between the 2 and 3. So there's 2, 3, there's the 5, 6. And I'm holding my finger here just so I know where I need to be going. So I'm connecting here and here. And I already have the next spot because I already drew this. And then I'm just going to keep working my way up as I move the Post-it note up. So I'm right here. That's on the 5, 6. I want to go to the next spot, which is on the 7, 8, or sorry, 6, 7. Then down here it's back on the 5, 6, the 1, 2. Now I need to figure out where this line goes. So it's on the 0 axis line, and it's going to this spot, which is the 1, 2, and I already have it started, so I just need to connect. Move my Post-it note up. Starting, it goes out 1, then up a diagonal, 1 vertical. I'm going to lift my Post-it note up more. So from here, I'm now going to, just because going inward throws me off sometimes, I'm just going to count to just make sure. And that's one thing. It's for some people a little bit trickier because it is mirroring. So I would be counting these to make sure where things are going. So I'm right here, and notice I'm still holding my finger and ink pen, but you are using a pencil. So it's 9, 10, and I need to go to this spot right here, which is on the 10, 11, and on the 1, 2. So 1, 2, so I'd be making right there my little dot, connecting the line, and now that goes inwards to this center line. And don't forget, we had this square. So this one, it's just 1 square that we need. And work our way up. If you want to just work without a Post-it note, that's okay. So let's go to this guy here. So I have this started, but it's going to go downwards to the 1, 2. So I'm back at 1, 2, and connect. This then, look here, between 2, 3, 2, 3, connect. Then it goes up. And this, I'm just going to make sure. So it's on the 3, 4. There's the 3, 4. And I knew I went up only 1. Connect that diagonal line. So this goes diagonal up to the left. This goes diagonal up to the right because we're mirroring. Then it goes to the left one. So I'm going to go to the right one. And this one, a little bit different. It is on the line, but not in an intersecting area. So I'm going to look, it's between the 4, 5, and this is one of the reasons why I also numbered up here. 4, 5 right there. And there's the 5, 6. So 5, 6. There's the 4, 5. And then back to the 4, 5. I'm going to dot and connect. And then, just because this is not drawn yet, I'm going to go in 1, 2, 1, 2. Look, 1 diagonal line down. So it's between the 3, 4, between the 3, 4. Diagonal line down. Opposite direction again. And then go straight across. So I have that made. And then, am I done? No, I still have some things to do. I have this dot. So this is 1 open space, and then it's in number 2. Open space in number 1. Here is number 2, so I'm going to make my rectangle. And there we have that part. don't forget to do these little things. So it's on the corners. That's a helpful thing too. So it's in 15, 6, 13, still in 6, and I have that. Once again, relook, make sure you have everything. Did I get everything? No, I didn't. See, this is why we need to relook. So I'm going to just follow my fingers over to see where it's at. So I'm in 11 and 10. It's right on the line that I drew. Then it goes in one and down. And then it goes down again, but the opposite way. And now I have, it kind of looks like a little totem pole for the letter T. One other thing that I have found is if it's too many shapes, what you could do lightly with your pencil in some of the areas is fill this in. And I just very lightly, just so you can be like, okay, now I see there's open white space, there's a darker space, and there's a light space. You could do some of that with this too. And I'm just doing very lightly, but this helps you notice, okay, there's an open shape. This one is kind of filled in. Then it's open. And this way you can see where the placement of lines are back and forth also. Then on page 2, you're going to open it up. You have another symmetrical letter. And here you have another symmetrical letter. And remember, number your placement of everything. Use Post-it notes to help work your way up. If you want to number at the top, you can also. And on this page, you do need to fill in these sections, but remember to number all the areas so you know the placement of things. And there are the dots to help you. Thank you for watching.